So what is an exponent? Basically, it's just some number raised to another number. Thank you for watching. I'm kidding. But really what I like to call exponents is repeated multiplication. It kind of helps us to think of what exactly is going on here. We'll have some number that's being raised to another number. The first one is called the base. That's what's actually being raised to this exponent itself. So right here I have 2 being raised to the first power. I'll tell you how we say that in a second, but basically what that tells me is I want to see 4 2's. That's what that tells us. That 4 right there says I want 4 2's all being multiplied together. Okay, and that's really what it is. That's why you can think of it as repeated multiplication. A lot of times when you're doing exponents, you'll accidentally do like, oh, that's, 2 times 4. Really, really tempting to do that, but that's not what exponents are. That's not how they work. When you see an exponent like this, it's whatever the base is multiplied by itself, and this exponent tells us how many times we're going to see that base repeated. Okay, so this one, if we did this math, 2 to the 4th power, well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So this would be 16. So exponents are really nice for us to kind of rewrite or write in another way, like large numbers. We don't want to have to write humongous numbers if we can write them with an exponent. So that's kind of convenient. What I want to show you just as the last thing is how we say this. You've heard me say 2 to the 4th power. There's multiple ways that we can say this and that you'll hear it. I could say 2, the expression I wrote above, 2 to the 4th power. I could say 2 raised to the 4th power. That's the same exact thing. I can't type the 4th power. I could say 2 to the power of 4. These are all valid ways to explain this exponent up here. You don't want to just say, oh, 2 4 or 2 exponent 4, like you maybe could get away with that. I want you to be comfortable in how we properly say these exponents. 2 to the 4th power, 2 raised to the 4th power, 2 to the power of 4. But I usually just stick with the first one, 2 to the 4th power. It's good, it's easy, it's pretty straightforward. So if you had seen, just as an example, if I had given you something like 3 to the 5th power, I will give you a hint, it's not 15. But all we do with this, again, I want you to see this base that's being raised to this exponent. We're repeating the 3 5 times. And again, we're multiplying all these 3's together. I don't know what this is off the top of my head. It's 3 times 3 times 3 is 27 times 9. I'll let you guys do that one, whatever that is. I probably should be able to do that, but that's exactly how exponents work. That's all it is. Same exact thing. I just, if you see with a variable, it would be the same thing. It would be 5x's, 1, 4, 5, all 5x's. That's why we don't like writing it out. All multiplied together. That's all that x to the 5th would be. So it works with numbers that are bases. It works with variables that are bases as well. And we see this a lot in pre-algebra, algebra, and every math class moving forward pretty much. So that's what exponents are. It's repeated multiplication where we've got some base being raised to some number, that's the exponent, that tells us how many times we see our number, and we're going to multiply those all together. Okay, that's all the exponents are. They look kind of funky. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around them when you first see them, but once you're comfortable actually writing them out in expanded form like this, you say, oh, okay, we're just multiplying them together, blank number of times. That's all that is. That's really all that exponents are. So hopefully this video was helpful. We'll do some practice problems that I'll post in the description for you to work on, just to make sure you're comfortable with how we write exponents, what they mean, so that you're comfortable moving forward. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.